Today we'll talk about a deep-rooted issue in human society, one that hides beneath layers of performance and social approval: lip service. On the surface, it appears as kindness, awareness, compassion, but scratch a little deeper and you'll often find ignorance, insecurity, and hypocrisy. Whether it's fat-shaming, name-calling, or class discrimination. People pretend to care, not because they truly do, but because caring makes them look good. In reality, they are not seeking justice, they are seeking acceptance. The society we live in rewards image over integrity. The result? We start caring more about appearing kind than actually being kind. Look at the wave of wokeness around us. People say the right things, share the right posts, and speak all the right words. But deep down, the same people discriminate, insult, and exploit, just in more sophisticated ways. Fat shaming is condemned publicly, but behind closed doors, bodies are mocked. Classism is denied, yet we constantly judge people based on clothes, cars, and careers. We say we want equality, yet our behavior exposes a craving for dominance. This hypocrisy is not new, it's just been modernized. And the most disturbing part of this contradiction shows up in our relationship with animals. We claim to stand for justice, peace, and nonviolence while supporting the slaughter of billions of innocent animals. We hug dogs while stabbing chickens with our silence. We get outraged at the killing of a lion in a forest while feasting on a lamb at dinner. The contradiction is so deep that it becomes invisible. It's not because we're evil, it's because we've become unconscious. Unconscious to the stories we tell ourselves, unconscious to the violence we normalize. People argue it's my personal choice, without realizing that even choices have consequences. A choice that causes suffering cannot remain personal. It becomes political, social, and spiritual. When someone says plants have life too, ask them, do you mourn when you mow your lawn? These arguments are not based in logic. They are defense mechanisms for comfort. We avoid looking at truth because truth is inconvenient. But only truth liberates. The more we justify violence, the more we numb our sensitivity. And sensitivity is the foundation of a conscious life. Without sensitivity, we can never experience true connection. The heart of every philosophy, from Vedanta to Taoism, asks us to awaken to the interconnectedness of all life. Yet our actions move us away from that interconnectedness. We worship gods, yet consume their creatures. We chant peace, yet practice cruelty. We say, all lives matter, but exclude animals from that equation. What kind of justice is selective? The very idea of compassion loses its meaning when it comes with an asterisk. Veganism is not just about food, it's a mirror that reflects how inconsistent we are with our values. We say be kind, but only to those we relate with. We say don't judge, but we judge those who don't live like us. We say love all while paying someone else to kill on our behalf. This is not morality, this is marketing. We have turned ethics into hashtags, but hashtags don't change lives, truth does. The truth is, no matter how spiritual we appear, the universe only responds to our actual state of being. Buddha would not eat your chicken curry. Jesus would not endorse a slaughterhouse. Krishnamurti once said, "It is no measure of health to be well-adjusted to a profoundly sick society." And yet, we try our best to fit into this sickness, just with cleaner clothes and louder slogans. The ego wants to look good, even while doing wrong. And so we wear masks of kindness, of progressiveness, of being woke. But reality knows, the universe knows, your conscience knows. It doesn't matter how you are seen, it matters what you are. The great Vedantic insight is that the self is not your personality, it's your awareness. And that awareness is numbed every time we betray our inner voice. In Taoism, the sage flows with life, not through performance but through presence. The more you pretend, the more you resist your own truth, and resistance is suffering. True change is not dramatic, it is subtle, internal, and invisible. It does not come from memes, it comes from mindfulness. Ask yourself, who benefits from your silence, from your hypocrisy? Every time we normalize injustice, we strengthen its roots. The animals cannot speak, but their suffering echoes in the fabric of our collective psyche. And that echo turns into anxiety, restlessness, and disconnection. Violence outside always reflects violence inside. We crave peace, yet indulge in habits that destroy it. What we call culture is often a camouflage for cruelty. True culture elevates the soul, it does not enslave the body. If your belief requires the killing of the innocent, it's not a belief, it's a bias. And the time has come to dismantle these biases. Not for the world, but for your own awakening. The greatest injustice is not towards animals. It is towards your own consciousness. Because when you ignore their cries, you mute your own compassion. The man who slaughters an animal is not the only one responsible. The one who pays for it is equally complicit. Ethics is not convenience. It's courage. It takes courage to change, to admit you're wrong, to grow. Gandhi said, "The greatness of a nation and its moral progress can be judged by the way its animals are treated." By that measure, we are still infants, but we have the potential to grow up. That begins with honesty, not to others, but to yourself. Be honest about your values, your inconsistencies, your fears. Ask yourself, do I live for truth or for comfort? The spiritual path is not about looking good. It's about being real. The saints, the sages, the Buddhas, they did not preach one thing and do another. They lived their truth, even when it hurt. You cannot meditate your way out of hypocrisy. You must live your way into integrity. That starts with awareness, then acceptance, then aligned action. The road to peace is not through lip service. It's through authenticity. And authenticity begins when you stop pretending. Stop pretending you care if you don't. Stop saying all life matters if you're not ready to extend that to all beings. You don't need to be perfect, but you need to be honest. Because truth has a power that pretense never will. And in that truth lies your redemption. Not in slogans, not in debates, but in silent choices made with full awareness. That is the revolution we need. Not a louder one, but a truer one. Let your life speak, not your mask. Thank you for being open to this message. If it stirred something in you, take it with you. Not just in thought, but in action. And don't forget to like and share if you found this valuable. Thank you.